আকাশবাণী গুৱাহাটীৰ মহাবাহু এতিয়াৰ নিবেদন দৃষ্টিপাত অনুষ্ঠানত আজি সমল ব্যক্তিৰূপে উপস্থিত আছে এনটিপিচিৰ কাৰ্যবাহী সঞ্চালক সুব্ৰত মণ্ডল। অনুষ্ঠানটিৰ আঁত ধৰিছে মানস প্ৰতিম শৰ্মাই।
वेलकम टू दिस एपिसोड ऑल इंडिया रेडियो दृष्टिपथ। सर पहले आपको शुक्रिया आकाशवाणी को समय देने के लिए।
Thank you very much for having me.
Sir, let's talk on NTPC's issues. What have been the major operational achievement of NTPC Bongaigaon during your tenure?
Well, NTPC Bongaigaon is the premier thermal power station of the northeast region, and you will be glad to know that NTPC Bongaigaon has achieved more than 90% declared capacity in the last years. Declared capacity is the capacity which we declare that how much we can generate. So for the last few years, NTPC Bongaigaon has declared capacity of 90%, and this financial year, the DC is more than 102%, which is one of the highest DCs declared in the country.
Okay, this is a very good news. And what is the mission of NTPC, sir?
NTPC, as you know, is one of the top performing Maharatnas of the country. Its vision is to be the world's leading power company, energizing India's growth. And the mission statement of NTPC is provide reliable power and related solutions in an economical, efficient and environment-friendly manner driven by innovation and agility. In line with this, we as a part of NTPC family, NTPC Bongaigaon has also its vision and mission statements. The vision of NTPC Bongaigaon is to be the best station in NTPC and the most trusted partner in Northeast India's sustainable growth. And our mission is to provide reliable and affordable power driven by safety and agility, taking care of environment and stakeholders.
Right, sir. Now coming to a personal question, if you allow me to ask, you have association with NTPC that over 35 years.
Yes, more than 35 years.
More than 35 years. And our listeners must want to know your journey, your association with NTPC. Sir, इसके बारे में हमें बताइए कि आपने कहाँ से शुरू किया, अभी तक आप इतने बड़े ओहदे तक पहुँचे, आपका सफ़र कैसा रहा?
It has been a memorable journey with NTPC so far, and to be honest, after graduation from NIT Durgapur, that time it was REC, Regional Engineering College Durgapur, I joined NTPC in the year 1985. Yes. And since then, I am with NTPC and I have grown with this company. So I joined NTPC at our corporate office at Delhi, then got trained for a year at NTPC unit of Korba. After my training got over, I was posted at NTPC Farakka in West Bengal. Had a very long stay at Farakka and worked in different areas of the power plant. From Farakka, then I was there at our regional headquarters in Patna, in Operation Services Department, which used to look after so many operational aspects of the plants in that particular region. After some time at Patna, I got transferred to NTPC Singrauli, which is at Shaktinagar in UP. There I looked after the maintenance department. I was the general manager of maintenance there. And from Shaktinagar, after my stint at Shaktinagar, I was shifted to a joint venture, rather a wholly owned subsidiary of NTPC, that is KBUNL at Kanti in Muzaffarpur, Bihar. There I worked as head of operation and maintenance for some time, and then became the CEO of the company. After my stint at KBUNL, I was transferred to NTPC Bongaigaon in the month of December 2020. Since then, I am having a very good time at Bongaigaon, and I have seen that Bongaigaon is achieving greater heights day by day with the support of the entire team.
Right. आपने सर 2020 में बंगाईगांव में ज्वाइन किया,
Yes.
लगभग 1.5 years
Yeah, right.
हो गया. So what do you want to achieve more for बंगाईगांव, और rather और क्या करना चाहते हैं सर यहाँ पे?
You see, this our Bongaigaon plant is having 3 units, 3 into 250 megawatt units, which were supplied by BHL, and we had our initial difficulties, but for the last few years we have overcome those difficulties and have become a very reliable power plant. What I wish to do that rather we all are trying that if we can, rather we are maintaining a good level of generation, but if we can reduce our power cost to some extent, that is one of our major targets. And besides, we endeavor to have the community around us grow along with us. We want to have an inclusive growth. And you can see, and rather for the last 1.5 years also I have seen from previous years also people, my predecessors have also tried and they have also done. We see now many youngsters from these areas are also coming and working with us, and they are engaged in so many activities, and we work hand in hand with the local administration also for uplifting of the society.
राइट सर, इस पे हम लोग डिटेल्स में बात करेंगे. मैं आपके एक्सपीरियंस से एक सवाल पूछना चाहता हूँ, श्रोता भी इसका जवाब जानना चाहेंगे. Despite all efforts from various stakeholders in the state of Assam, we still have the issues of load shedding, power cut. Why this is? Or what do you think, what is the solution ahead?
Well, I think you have asked the question to the wrong person. Actually, this distribution is being looked after by the LDCs, load dispatch centers, and they will be the right one to answer what are the reasons for power cuts. But what I feel from my experience in the industry that there may be several reasons. First and foremost is technical reasons, and sometimes it is also a technical reason to maintain grid discipline. They may have to manage the distribution in a certain manner that the grid discipline is maintained. And the last but not the least, what you can say, if there is a shortage of power, but as on date our country has adequate power generating capacities. We as generators, what I told you earlier also, that we declare our capabilities. I declare to my beneficiaries that how much power I will be generating for the period, for the day or for the month, whatever it is. And accordingly, they will requisition us for the power and we generate accordingly. So as a generator, our responsibility is to see that we maintain the DC. Whatever we declare, we deliver that. And as far as Bongaigaon is concerned, Bongaigaon was very particular about that to maintain the declared capability. And for the last few years, we have rarely faltered on that. And but well, if at all load sheddings are there in Guwahati and in the surroundings, definitely the LDCs can answer your question more pinpointedly.
Right. We also hoping that situation should be improved.
Definitely, situation.
Coming days. Right.
Yes.
And so again, coming to NTPC Bongaigaon, would you please tell us what is the existing manpower of the stations and how these various departments operate here?
Today we have 279, our manpower strength is 279. And there are multiple departments in a power plant like O&M, services, and even a project section also. All these departments work in unison to achieve the station goals. This way, engagement of our manpower is very high. We have got, rather workload is quite adequate and people are delivering very sincerely.
Right, sir. And let me tell to all the listeners, I am sitting in the room of the AD sir. then I can see there are lots of trophies beautifully, displayed here. So, sir, this must be, got by your office, your people. So, what are the major trophies, your major success you have achieved in NTPC Bongaigaon?
As you have asked about the awards and accolades, let me first thank all my team members in this opportunity again. And for the last few awards, like NTPC awards a Swan Shakti Award in various categories, which is the top award given by our company from the corporate level. And NTPC Bongaigaon was proud to be awarded with the Swan Shakti Award for safety in operation and maintenance areas in the year 2021, and it was conferred by none other than Honorable Sri R.K. Singh Ji, Honorable Union Minister of Power and New and Renewable Energy in November 21. And in the recent months, we have received Kalinga Environmental Excellence Award in 2021, which was organized by the Institute of Quality and Environment Management Services in June 22, and Green Tech Safety Award 2021 also we have received, and it is organized by Green Tech Foundation, and it was awarded in March 22. These are besides various public relations awards and HR related awards we have also received. And it is not that our people are working for the awards, they work naturally and the awards follow.
Right. और एक रिसेंट टॉपिक पे सर आते हैं कि जैसे हम लोग सबको मालूम है हर घर तिरंगा प्रोग्राम पूरे देश भर में चलाया जा रहा है, 13 तारीख से हम लोग इसको मनाएंगे. सो एनटीपीसी बंगाईगांव इसको कैसे सेलिब्रेट करेंगे, कैसे ऑब्जर्व करेंगे?
सर, ये हर घर तिरंगा प्रोग्राम जो गवर्नमेंट ऑफ इंडिया इनिशिएटिव है टू प्रमोट पैट्रियटिज्म अमंग all the citizens. NTPC as a whole and NTPC Bongaigaon in particular is also going to take part full-fledgedly in this program. And what we are not planning, what we know that it will be doing, that all our employees will hoist flags or put up flags in their residences and their private areas also during this period. Even the contractual workers, those who are working with us, more than 1,000, they will also be distributed with national flags, and it will be seen that they also hoist it in their residences. Besides these two, also we are arranging to hoist national flag in the villages of the vicinity. And it will be in thousands in number, and we are organizing to have it in a grand and befitting manner.
Right. Sir, coming to environment friendly measures, this issue is being discussed everywhere.
Right.
So tell us something about what steps have been taken by NTPC Bongaigaon.
NTPC as a whole puts very conscious efforts to minimize the impact on environment. And as you know, thermal power plants, as it is popularly believed, that contribute to environment maybe in an adverse way, but it is so. Several technological upgrades have also been done worldwide, and NTPC is also leading from the front in this field. One of the major concerns of the thermal power plants, coal-fired fossil fuel power plants, is utilization of ash, fly ash utilization. Disposal of ash is a major issue for thermal power plants. And NTPC Bongaigaon is also gearing up to utilize its ash. Last financial year, we utilized 4.39 lakh metric tons of fly ash, and through utilizing them through cement and ash brick manufacturers. This was 77% of the total fly ash generated last year. This year, till date, we have already utilized around 1.8 lakh metric ton of fly ash this year, and we hope in the coming months we will surpass previous year's utilization figures also. And for the emissions through the chimneys, NTPC in all units have installed electrostatic precipitators and with efficiencies to 99.99%. So our emissions through the chimneys are well within the norms as prescribed by the Pollution Control Board. We have installed DeNOx burners already in 2 of our units, and during the coming scheduled overall of 1 more unit, we will be installing such burners in the left out unit. Besides, desulfurization of flue gas is also a major concern, and you can see that NTPC Bongaigaon is in the process of installing desulfurizing plants, FGDs, in our plant, and work is going on in full swing. It is also being done by BHL, and we expect, it's a huge construction, and we expect to complete this desulfurizing plant by December 24. So as far as emission norms, flue gas emission norms are concerned, we will be complying all the requirements. Besides these things, there are other emissions also, and to control and monitor the emissions, we have emission monitoring systems. Then the effluent quality monitoring system is there, and there also we see that we are well within the permissible limits. Even we have ambient air quality monitoring systems. These are also maintained, and the data are continuously sent to the pollution control boards. Another thing is greenery of the plant. Till date, we have planted more than 1 lakh trees in and around the plant, and we are thankful to the forest department also, whose help we take, and by collaborating with them we could achieve so. And this year we have further program of planting 30,000 more number of plants, of which we have already done quite a handful number. I cannot give you the exact number till date what we have, but by the end of the year, this 30,000 target we will be fulfilling.
Right. Yeah. Sir, I would like to add another question. Would you please tell us what are the steps being taken for the renewable energy?
NTPC as an organization, as a company, has a grand plan that by 2032, NTPC will have 60 gigawatt capacity through renewable sources, and which will be nearly 45% of our overall generating capacity. It's quite an ambitious plan, and NTPC is marching ahead vigorously to achieve this, and we will achieve this. NTPC has commissioned capacity of 1770 megawatt of renewable energy projects under its own capacity addition, and 1625 megawatt of renewable energy projects are under implementation. At our station, we have concentrated on the rooftop renewable energy. Already we have installed 900 kilowatt of rooftop solar panels in several buildings of our plant, and another 265 kilowatt of rooftop solar panels are planned, is in the process to install in several buildings in our township also. Besides, it's a dream, or we are still studying that if we can install floating solar in our water reservoirs inside the plant. Though it is in a very nascent stage, we cannot confirm the things, but feasibility and other things will be studied soon.
Right. जैसे आपने पहले बताया था, एक आपने मेंशन किया था यहाँ पे जो कम्युनिटी ड्रिवन इनिशिएटिव के बारे में, अगर इस पे थोड़ा सा आप सर डिटेल्स में बताएं, व्हाट इज द बेनिफिट बीइंग गिवन टू दिस नेबरिंग पीपल, और क्या क्या इनिशिएटिव है आप लोग की तरफ से?
NTPC Bongaigaon is presently in the phase of community development, and we have focused mainly on infrastructure related activities which will be beneficial for the local people in the nearby villages and the surroundings. The major works which we have undertook were roads, some small bridges, boundary walls in schools, which the schools approached us that without boundary walls, so those areas become unsafe for the children.
Right.
Then community centers for villages and VCDCs. VCDCs means Village Community Development Committee. Even we have made a huge infrastructure for the ITI Salakati. The entire building and infrastructure has been done by NTPC Bongaigaon. Apart from these major infrastructure activities, we have also organized several activities for skill development and training for women on value-added goods like making of jams, pickles, etc. Training of farmers for mushroom cultivation. We have also a system of scholarship for meritorious students of the nearby areas. We have organized medical camps in the surrounding areas, and we regularly support a old age home and a children's home in the vicinity. Besides, another very commendable service which is given voluntarily by groups of our employees, that they are giving free coaching for competitive exams of the willing and needy students of the nearby areas.
Right. Another point is कि ऑफ लेट हम लोग सुन रहे हैं कि जैम के बारे में, तो सर थोड़ा जैम के बारे में बताइए कि इसमें लोगों का इतना इंटरेस्ट क्यों जनरेट हो रहे हैं लोगों में, लोग काफ़ी इसको अप्रिशिएट कर रहे हैं.
Yes, we are fortunate to be able to organize the GEM. GEM means Girl Empowerment Mission for the first time at NTPC Bongaigaon. Though we had a plan earlier, but because of COVID, couldn't be done. This is the first time NTPC Bongaigaon is organizing the GEM. And it is to empower, not only empower, rather it is to open several fronts in front of the eyes of girl childs in the age group of 10 to 12 years from the nearby areas. And this program is in line with the Beti Bachao, Beti Padhao initiative of the Government of India. And our aim is to see that these girls gets an eye-opener in various fields of interest, and so that they can choose and pick up their areas of interest and still much further. For this program, we are hosting 40 girls this time, and it is a residential program. They are staying in our township 24 hours and being taken care of by our employees, family members as a team.
Right. So we can say, along with girl empowerment, it's also a skill development tool also.
Yes, you can say skill development and making the girls more confident.
Right.
And it's already almost 3 weeks old, and we have seen the transformation in the girls is visible. Maybe by the end, when the program ends, the parents will also be surprised to see the confidence in their girls. Yes. So we are hoping that, and all will go well. And once the program is over, we'll get the feedback from the children as well as the parents also, so that we can still further improve it for the next year.
That's a very positive news, sir. And coming to your NTPC issues, any roadblocks that you're facing right now in generating power?
Right now, as such roadblocks for generating power is not there, because once you run a plant, once you run an institution, things happen. Ups and downs are there.
Right.
But the institutional support we get from our corporate management. So any difficulty, if we at all face, we get adequate support and we overcome it rather very effectively. One thing, as Bongaigaon NTPC Salakati or Bongaigaon, as it is located quite far away from the coal sources, sourcing of coal, transportation of coal is a major, I won't say roadblock, but is a major area where we have to put our concentration and efforts. And we get adequate support from our own employees as well as from our corporate center. So we are overcoming that, and as you have seen, NTPC Bongaigaon is generating power very reliably.
Sir, one or two things you wish to achieve as a head of NTPC Bongaigaon?
I want to achieve the vision statement of Bongaigaon, what I have said earlier, to be the best in NTPC, and absolutely that we can be trusted upon by all for reliable and stable generation of power as well as development of the community.
Right. And so finally, any message to the listeners of All India Radio through this program or the nearby people in and around NTPC Bongaigaon?
Once again, thank you All India Radio for having me in your program. And my message to one and all will be that along with the country, let us develop, and if we develop, the country will develop. And NTPC as a whole, and NTPC Bongaigaon as one of its unit is always there and will always be there for the country, for the people, for the locals equally. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. Thank you again for giving us your precious time, and also thank you to your corporate communication head, my friend Madhurja Singhal, for arranging this beautiful interview. Thank you again, sir.
Thank you. Thank you.